Hey everyone, Brian here. This is day 5 of my $2,000 to $100,000 challenge in the stock market. Day trading the morning gappers and the high momentum, low float stocks. Um, just wanted to follow up on this Kodak chart. Today they announced cryptocurrency for photographers. They're going to use blockchain technology to look up patent and payment, or not patent, copyright for photographs that professional photographers take, and then a system to pay them. I don't quite understand it yet, but whatever. They use the word blockchain and the stock just explodes, as you can see. Unfortunately, I did not make much money off this trade today. I was chasing it. I was down right off the gate. I sold it for about a $200 loss earlier in the day around here. I thought it was going to break out and go higher, and it was a false breakout, and it dropped down. I sold it at a stop loss, 20 cents loss, at 1,000 shares. So, just kind of waited around for it, and then it started squeezing up again. And this time I was waiting for a pullback because as you can see, it got extended here very quickly. There was no good time to jump in. It pulled back here, did some choppiness through this candle here. It started rising here. So this is when I bought at the top of this. I rode this wave up to $7, selling around $7. And at that point, I was up on this trade. Made back my previous loss plus $80. So I was up like $80 on this. And I should have stopped there. But, I didn't because of FOMO. I saw the moves that this thing was making and thought, you know what? I looked at the chart, the daily. I thought this could go to $8. So I waited for it to break over 750, which it did. And as you can see, it just quickly dropped again. And that's where I get the $734 loss. But, the risk-reward setup was okay for that. It wasn't bad. I lost $734, but I could have made $1,400 easily on this trade. It just didn't work out this time, and that's okay because overall on the day I'm up about $1,800. So as you can see from the beginning here, my first trade of the day wasn't until 7:17. I actually overslept this morning. I didn't wake up at the pre-market like I normally do. For some reason, my alarm, I just turned it off in kind of a daze, and I went back to sleep. And I think like my neighbor banging around is what actually woke me up. But anyways, it worked out well because I jumped in PTIE right after the halt. Let's look up that. So at 7:17:55, I jump into PTIE. When I wake up, I immediately go down to the office, turn everything on, and I look at PTIE on my gap scanner. It was a leading gapper today, so I probably would have traded this, made a little money there, waited for the pullback, traded again. So I got in at 7:17, so probably right here in this candle somewhere is where I jumped in at 844, 2,000 shares at 844. 2,500 shares actually at 844. So I'm in here, 844, and just look at the way that this thing just squeezes up. And so I sold most of it off. I sold the whole thing at at 890. So 54-cent profit. Not bad right there. So that gave me about $1,100 at that point. Then I see ITUS on the scanner. I jump in there for $2,500, and you know what? It didn't work out my way in about a minute and a half of holding it. And what I realize is that when stocks don't immediately resolve in the direction that I wanted to go, I just need to cut them. The best stocks are the ones that resolve immediately in your direction, and you can take profit almost immediately. If they don't resolve in your direction, you need to just sell it and get in at a later time. You can always jump back in. Even if you take a small loss, you can always jump back in. I need to take my own advice on that. And I kind of did here with Kodak. You can see where I got it at 462, and it dropped. Just 5 minutes later. I shouldn't have held this long. 5 minutes is too long for me. Luckily, I only had 1,000 shares because I saw it was getting extended. So, maybe nervous. I had to jump out. At the same time, PTIE was breaking new highs. So you can see I jumped in at 1128, 1130, bought 1,000 more. So now I'm holding another 2,000 shares. And I ride that all the way up for 80-cent profit almost on that. 72 cents of profit. All the way to 12. And I sold the rest of my position off at 12. On the name, I was up $2,500 on the day. And then I saw Kodak jumping up again. So jumped in at 497, got scared, sold, jumped back in at 520, sold some at 545. I should have just quit there. I was up, made back all my loss, like I said. And then here you can see it took a dump on me. Unfortunately, it even popped back up after this, back to 750. It was getting really choppy at the top. So there's PTIE. You can see I sold back up here at 12, which was a great sell because it only went up to 1280. And it was really fast. It was a very fast move. It squeezed up, it dropped all the way back down, and then it was just flushed out for the rest of the day. Here you can see Kodak. Kodak. Once it broke over 750, it was just back and forth chop all day in the afternoon, and then just faded off into the close. And I can see it's kind of curling back up to that $7 level. I'll watch it tomorrow and see what it does. If there's a good entry point, if a lot of people are watching it, a lot of volume, might be worth getting back in. It is a fairly high float stock. It's about 32 million shares float. So that makes me a little nervous. It's going to do a lot of tug of war. You need a lot of people buying at once in order for it to make these kind of moves. Anyways, overall on the day, up $1,800, which is great because I needed a good green day. Today was really fun, and looking forward to tomorrow. Hopefully another $1,000+ day into tomorrow, and then finish the week strong is my goal. If I can just end every week in the green, I'll be very happy. So thanks for watching this video. Don't forget to subscribe so you can see my daily updates as I break my goal to reach $100,000. Right now my account total is sitting at $4,001. So we'll reevaluate this at the end of the week. I'll upload all my trades into TraderView, and we'll do a little analysis at the end of the week. Until then, see you tomorrow.